when we last left off, Lokar decided, since he was immune to fire at the time, that he would simply drop meat around himself, not taking into account that the Tarsted might absorb magic that's cast directly on it, but not collateral damage from spell, like from one of its own allies. And ended up trying to damage the people around. Now he did damage people around about that. Notra, seeing that, decided the best thing to do to use a reverse gravity spell to send a group of you up into the sky, which you guys managed to counter masterfully by applying abilities or such things. You failed to stick to the ground. Meanwhile, Vondel managed to take down Lokar because while his gauntlets might seem like they belong to lightning, they're actually thunder and sonic damage, which hurts somebody who is immune to lightning. After taking down Notra and getting rid of her spell, the reverse gravity turned off, and everything that was floating, including a bunch of ball bearings, came crashing back down. And as it had already been established that ball bearings cause damage because they were not magic, even with its ability, it caused catastrophic damage to the Tarston, breaking it apart. And a very angry dwarf. Dwarf Gook. So, after that you remembered, oh yeah, you had an ally in that bag of holding, a mummy. Well, since the mummy was not exactly revenant, but had a similar reason for existing the way a revenant does, because it only was retaining its self and death to destroy Lokar, and Lokar was already destroyed. It no longer had a reason to be alive or undead or any of that. It was instead just an inert corpse that was slowly turning to dust. Unfortunately, while you're going around the temple, going down the floor, investing to destroy the vines to keep the Tarston from reconstituting itself, you up the roof to and all of a sudden, Spelljammer arrived out of in the sky, and he ran away. Reported to you via Squeak. Spelljammer no longer find, since it was apparently after Meredith there. Sure, you guys used blight to mines. You then returned to log, tracked down Meredith, saying she didn't want to get by the people on the Spelljammer, and basically exactly how to get, what to do by, where Galen Cole was inside Valid called Cole Towers, and she kind of for it. Basically, basically down floor numbers and all of that, and using some really like elevator floor, and you'll be able to get there. There's this, but you guys could probably bypass it with magic or whatnot and all that, or you get something out. I'm sure of it, people with you. You guys leveled up and decided that the best route was to travel through the to get there. And I believe that is off.
We were gonna basically just go next morning or attempt to. Yeah.
How do you get there? Does one of you you have plane shift? Yes.
That did.
Yeah.
I imagine at this point the hero seats would have worn off because we did that last morning, right?
Yes. So the hero's feast is gone.
Yay, my HP's back. normal thing.
Just
Sorry, Will.
So who is going to cast the plane shift?
Kale is just going to sit the tuning fork on the table and shake his head.
So that
He's like, I can cast it, but I'm not going to be responsible for where we end up if I do.
I mean, the Shadowfell's a Shadowfell.
How much do you know about Shadowfell? Like, I mean, even I don't know that much, but some when I
So give me a
Not
history
a
check at
whole lot.
advantage, Cal.
I don't have proficiency in history.
Maybe for the
Because
five.
you
Yeah, I
idea.
keep it. My bad. Yes, well.
So
So
you are aware that there are of existence. You can call them worlds would be the best way to put it, and the mist containing the domain of dreads would be just one of said world, kind of like the way Alaris is one world and Torel is one world. Uh, the mists are probably something you've and you know that there's like through them, and it's like really difficult to get into individual domain of dread without traveling first into the Shadowfell into the mists. It is directly into the mists without first guides and walk through it unless you wish to end up lost and sucked into a specific domain of dread. But there are like other lands. There's like the Deadlands and some other colorfully named places. Places like Memory. Uh, treating that is rumored to be party of colors. Like even being like a rainbow-colored party, and only 3 colors will be there: black, white, and red. It's a
I would be fine.
But basically, you don't want to aim for going directly into the mists. You want to go pick someplace else where, which get the tuning fork in any of those, but it won't take you to a specific area of any of those first, and then find somebody who can navigate the mists.
It's gonna be, pretty sure that no matter what I pick, I'm gonna end up where I was before because it doesn't let people
Coming last year, so. What is there? Why is it? Why is everything?
Shuttle cutting out. Like every few words seems to be vanishing.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if you're auto or if you're cutting out.
No, Mike. Hold on. Play this.
Yeah, that was definitely.
Is that better?
All right.
See if it keeps
That seems like
cutting.
Yeah, sounds
We
better.
can hear you singing.
Okay. No. Phaedra's like, there's that Barovia again. I keep hearing it so much over the last year. Why is everything connected to Barovia? What's there?
Hale just shrugs. He says, "Well, there is from my experience, run by a vampire that was my original patron. Temples there where several dark powers are contained, and I may or may not have made a pact too.
Right.
And there's also that thing, Red Shadow, that we vanquished, and then Crystal.
You mentioned that. It's not the first time we've heard about a shadow. I think Rhiannon said something about a red shadow.
Well, it's supposedly dead. He just shrugs. But in a place like that, who knows? It's one of those if you die there, your soul stays there type place. I'm really not keen on going back.
It doesn't sound like I'm okay there. We do have the Chiori for a second, then looks back at Kale. We do have a couple of people that we ran into. Well, I guess a few of us, Chiori ran into a couple people, followers of the Raven Queen, and they. I'm not quite sure what happened. One of them was a guy, but he weapon. I don't know what happened, but they ended up leaving and going to the Shadowfell. Did they say they were going to the temple? I don't remember.
At least even took the goddess.
Yeah, they left whenever there were issues with the Raven Queen. They went to find. Maybe the temple is good to start. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know Shadowfell.
Let me register or we can analyze the best option. Any objections around everybody else?
Cal just shrugs. It looks nervous, like he's about to bolt.
Are you gonna be okay? It almost like she slinks over. Are you gonna be fine?
He's like, I didn't run away last night, so I really thought about it. I'm assuming we long rested somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the next day.
Yeah, I thought about running away, but then I realized that Faber would hunted me down. Like you would have caught me.
I may have short legs, but I just pauses for a second.
How
Like
you reacted when Meredith ran off.
It's something that I did back in a long time ago, and caused lives. So while I understand, I will not put other people at stake, especially my family, not again. So you act well to running. So I appreciate you staying, Kale.
Just get.
All right. Kind of like rubs her hands. Looks. Will, do you guys?
Did Will have it?
Yeah, I don't know.
And with a click of a button, I do.
And a little bit of magic. I have it.
There it is.
I said in my head of like we're talking about this and Will's like going through his spells, like has it just ready. Looks fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hate preparing spells.
I'm sorry, hun.
I have over 40 now.
Oh God.
I hate it too, but at the same time, it's like really nice in a way, make you more versatile. But at the same time, it's a pain in the ass to go through. This is a lot.
All these spells. All the wrong spells.
Right. Yes, I hold on a second. Just preparing other spells as well.
No.
This is fair.
I need to
Before
hear this is like
before we leave, while we're finishing,
muttering.
yeah, gathering components and all stuff. I just appreciate. I just want to just say, obviously we have running into, and this is going to be probably very hard. This is a long journey for a lot of us, and some new, looks at Frothon and Kale and Annette and some old jerk here. And this is much many of our members live at us, but just be prepared and all and are stronger together. And so let's do that.
Speech don't set up.
Oh, okay, keep going.
Keep filibustering.
And on your like his bag. What the fuck is?
Where did I put that mistletoe?
Burning skull.
What?
What? Currently going crazy.
You're fine.
Crazy.
Oh.
Move that. Push it. Where?
Oh god.
One.
That one.
Losing it. I think
Do we
he's
need
hit
that
the
one?
precipice of that age.
I will go with this one.
Do you need to throw the sticks at the wall? Will that happen?
So many spells. Need this one. Where do where should I put it instead?
I can physically hear the screen.
We can push it forward as long as I'm allowed to change a spell or two after I do this. Sure, but that is a 2 shadow.
Yes.
And
Sure.
midst of play. I suppose it's in to cast it and then get everyone in a circle. Doing up to 8.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Which world of shadow spell are you aiming for?
Oh god.
Well, we're talking about the Raven Queen is that one.
Yeah, the one with the useless.
The one that's Will's favorite.
Yeah.
Clearly.
He thinks of the stupid bird lady.
All right. The god.
So we're going to the eerie map of Dead by Daylight.
Oh God.
Oh,
No, that was see that would be kind of red. We're not going there. Like I said, if it translates
Yeah, no.
Dead by Daylight into DnD, those places are domains of dread. But
That's because their fashions are dreadful.
so this of death, if we're being in the shadow, so specifically, this would probably be the most likely place. So I imagine with picking up on that game, Deadlands, and I would like the person rolling, doing the planet shift, give 1d100. Seven. All right.
did we roll last time? When we ended up not where we planned to be?
I can't remember. So long ago. And technically, we should show up there either. So I don't know.
Which place are you talking about?
Whenever Senna used her amulet and you had a random roll and she rolled and couldn't communicate with anybody, description, I could not have. Senna could not have taken them there because she had never been there herself.
Oh, but never been here myself either.
Yeah, but you've got
Well,
You have the
okay, I have the fork.
Yeah. In this case,
Yeah.
what I'm doing,
She
what
was
I'm
just
doing this for is to figure out how close you are to where you actually want to be in the Deadlands. For that, I would like Fluffy and Shuttle tell me what their character lands live in. Look,
Oh God,
it's
that
I
would have been
imagine it's
something you imagined before. Now,
Oh, I thought you had something like in your head about it. My bad.
no, this is your world,
Okay,
darling.
okay. Well, since it was your backstory, I figured I'd leave that to you. But because I'm giving free reign, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Instead. And you can add to it because again, this was not part of my original creation beforehand. Is that it is a dark area. The Deadlands are fairly dark. There's no day and night because the sky is like always dark. There's no stars, no moon, no nothing. It's kind of like dreary like that. Except the people there are fine. The unlife exists out here. Except in a small bastion, nice city of sorts. From especially against the backgrounds, it is fairly gray, with pillars and columns. Somebody took the idea of a temple and then stretched it out into a full city of various buildings made with the same similar aesthetic. With courtyards, with not like the ghosts of the ghosts of dead spring up from the ground. And because this is the Raven Queen's kingdom, there are ravens that sit atop them for things. There are living people here, the Shadowkai, who exist in this space, supported and usually allowed to leave the land to have children, and come back when the child is old, is an adult, because this is the Deadlands. Things do not actually age, kind of like the astral plane and the Gith, and for the Gith Yankee, who live in the astral plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
yeah, because they can't actually astral plane itself. They have to. So
pirates.
Yes, they're great. But I imagine the Shadowkai are much the same, but they don't have bastions. Like a two will go out and go some mortal planes with like a quiet little life and worship the Rare when that child is aged to adulthood, to place in the community. But the city stretches out from hills on cold and dreary land. Everything else is like flat, only the occasional tree and mound of what looks like rubble rocks here and there, with no discernible roads anywhere. This is the only sign of life you can see. You can't give me a perception check to your.
I was gonna put a hand on Will's shoulder. I'm sorry, Will. There's
Yeah.
Oh.
It is most likely Will's hell.
well, Will's already been to hell. That
Yeah.
oh, I can't tell if that's. Oh, I need to toggle everything. God damn it! Roll 20. It's a 22 for Peter.
Oh wait, there are things that have been toggled.
Yes, there has. Where's Amina? Character sheet.
Chris,
Yep.
can you put an aura on me?
Why are you not?
Sure. What's
Cause
that?
It's doing the thing again.
30 feet, because I have paladin stuff going on.
No. Does it need to be everyone?
Could be handled. It doesn't need to be, but I think it would be helpful.
It would be helpful because we get bonuses from
There
it.
you go.
Paladins.
Oh no.
Frock, you're currently in another plane of existence. How do you feel about
Oh, sorry, I need to roll as well.
I will smite my... It's fine, as long as these guys don't come to the material plane. Maybe I'll beat them up, but they won't.
What?
Tell what is your with the dark mode on.
Yeah, no, that's a
I
Enable
choose
that.
dark mode. I don't like it.
Yeah. I turned it off just now.
Normally I'm like, ooh, dark mode. Now I'm like,
I it's an
but
It's an attempt, but they've screwed it up with
Yeah, they
the
did.
advantage.
yeah, some of
So-
the advertisements.
And some damage rules don't work with it either. I
And
noticed
also,
the other
I
night.
can tell when now that I'm looking at it, the weapon is a fate.
I can see the difference.
Very faint.
very much like that down to like a actual
Or make it
darker.
another color.
Yeah,
You're
You
not
can't.
allowed.
No, and because
That would be useful.
the now your name tags are normal, but on my name tags, the nameplates under the characters are like humongous on my game, and I can't figure out why.
You can do that in
Yeah.
personalization and
Yeah. You have. Yeah. There's a way to make it smaller.
Not the ones down the bottom, the ones on the tokens.
Should be.
Okay, well, fuck. I want to have dark modes. I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah. Session.
That's a 20.
Yeah, I don't see any options to make those smaller.
I think if you go to oh fuck.
Daylight saving and dark mode.
I can't. But I don't know. Yeah.
Oh god.
Smells so bad. Get out of
What did you do?
Hey.
What did you do?
She's here. Okay.
Yeah, that happens with cats sometimes too, right after the litter box. Alright. So, with 27 round, and you do in the distance, well far behind, like, the opposite city, overlooking the other side of the or in the distance, you do think you see movement, be something alive, undead, or at the very least, just not just flat space moving along out there.
Any more detail with the 30?
Nope, it is just basically far enough away. Anything over it, basically anybody. There's movement out there. There's no further details.
Far away.
How about we get closer?
You're leading towards a distant point of movement. Okay. Double checking.
You asked us for a perception check
Yeah.
for the city.
No,
And
actually, it's perception. Anything around you. Because you're standing. You're standing over on a. You're standing on a hill overlooking the city. In the city, behind you, away from the like nothing moving in the general vicinity. The city probably has people. But if you look around and you see distantly behind you and squint, those of you above a 5 can notice there is something in the distance and the opposite direction from the city. If you want to not go towards the city, but from it.
It sounded like you said it was on the other side of the city from us.
No, behind.
Yeah.
Away from the city. The opposite direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
You turn around.
We're not going.
Okay.
No.
That's what
That
I was
was not
double
made clear.
checking.
To the city. Yeah, we're going to the city. Making way to temple. Something. Is there anything in the city that looks like something of importance?
Well, there are people out and about. The pale-skinned elves, not unlike Cinna, who are stopping whatever you're doing and watching you as you guys enter in.
Phaedra will just say, "Excuse me, next to the Temple of the Raven Queen."
All right, 1 second. I need to pull something up real quick.
Okay. Wood just ended up saying they could have just pumped back up.
All right.
That's
So
cool.
the elf in question what you said, I can now my neck is starting to tilt. We're talking about.
And would ask somebody, um, uh, did you point to the Raven Queen?
Are you part of the one of the embassies in there? You don't look like your photo fell.
We're not.
What business do you have?
Do you have business?
What business do you have there?
I mean, we're going
We're
to
looking- See some allies.
Mm-hmm.
Believe Cinna and Crescent. Do you know them?
I do not know them personally, but I've heard the name before. And he kind of like up and down looks you up and down for a moment, and then says, "If you really know who Crescent is, tell me of them."
They're a weapon.
Gaze at you for a moment,
Odd.
and they sat aside
Um,
and give you directions to where the basically the people are gathered for whatever conference is going on.
But it's just gonna jump up like, I think it's bets. I won't I think these people have something as the things I would say about this.
Well, I think they don't like us here, given that up and down tree me and she just got.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I wouldn't make it better, so I'm just gonna be a little bit quiet.
Okay.
I was maybe caught out due to recent events.
And she just kind of like just make sure that those are make sure they're preloaded and ready to roll, but not aiming at anybody.
Nice enough.
Aminette will turn to kind of like just like peek a little bit out of her hood. You doing okay? Looks at Kale.
Yeah, but he's maybe.
Oh no.
Aminette pulls out a little bit, an empty bottle of bit, like there's like maybe a swig of alcohol left in it from when they made Molotovs, and hands it to Kale. Here you go.
he swig it. He doesn't even disgusting Everclear shit.
Yeah. Double pat on the back. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Doing bad. He didn't care what booze it was.
Yeah, no, he's not
To
happy.
drink.
Yeah, Aminette's keeping eye peeled. I mean, she could do an active if you want, but of 30 something. I don't 31, 30. What is it?
Wow.
30.
So you do. So you
numbers.
definitely keep noticing that you're getting strange looks as you pass through town towards the most centermost location.
Anything else from above?
Well, yeah, there are definitely some of those. Hard to tell if they made you ill intent or not, or curious about strangers doing here, sort of thing.
Yeah. Aminette will wave under her breath. Can't tell if they're but many are.
Just like I can't. They get many people waltzing in here willingly.
No, and if I understand, gone, they're more on edge.
This is if we don't treat this carefully, it could be a powder keg.
Could be one shot. Before we reach our mission, everybody.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
We follow all directions.
Yeah. Alright, it's a good plan.
Unless we're stopped by things. No. Because we feel like we're being watched.
Well, yeah.
Vader's doing the tapping thing that she's picked up from Shiori. She's kind of tapping Bob as they're walking.
Yeah, because you would have the constant feeling of being watched because, yeah, being watched.
Yeah.
Observed by a whole group of people.
I think Shuri's doing that.
Yeah.
In the hell.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap.
Right. So, eventually you end up at the temple or whatever it is. Again, a lot of things around here look like what you would do temples in your world. So, I mean, basically the entire city could be cool, and everything here is just limbs or buildings supported what could pass courtyards with a dead tree, several city top them watching. But to where you're going, you have wolves that are clearly meant as guards here that kind of stare at you as you come up, holding traditional guarding thing, big spear-like things with the big tops on them. You know, I have a name for those. Halberds?
I think so.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think
What is she scratching again?
I
The
guess
axe
how-
things?
I look at them as big with heads, but I guess halberd is the right word. And the other halberd's like going, wait, people, you look like you are part of an embassy for here in the Shadowfell.
no,
What
but
are you
we're here
doing
to
here?
assist. We're here to we're here to help with the Raven Queen. We're here to see Senna and Crescent.
Who are you?
My name is Phaedra Stoneheart of the Iron Roses.
And the other one looks at the other, and looking at each other. Iron Roses, you're free to go in. And they remove their just like stand.
She nods.
Because I imagine that Cinna would have left the word saying, if the one shows up,
She's not a big talker. Yeah, she's not a
like
she
probably figuring
would've-
that you might show up eventually.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you remember?
AD... No.
He remembers things that are interesting. He might know their faces.
All right. Corridors and all sorts of things until finally you get to it's probably a room of sorts where there's a few people around the table, including several other shadow elves, including Cinna, and I imagine a corner or something like that, just watching things.
Probably the opposite way around. I would imagine Cinna's in a corner, just kind of
So
gauging.
I
I don't know.
figured that Sin isn't really engaged in talks, or is he?
No.
Because so I would be in the corridor, and poor Cinna would be dragged to talk about things because she would have been there when things happened.
Yeah, I imagine she's just kind of like, while everybody, there's a fair amount of people in the room.
There's a couple of people, shadow elves, people, lands, like the people that we from you guys' perspectives. Let's see, what have we got? What looks like several kinds of potentially undead type creatures, like a big skeleton creature type being. I think that run into. I don't remember. I can't right now. No. He probably didn't. Another figure that looks. At a closer inspection, most likely they're an Asimo with kind of white hair draped down his back, wearing like a white trench coat. And he's got like silver eyes softly. I don't know why he exactly is there. He doesn't look like he belongs in the Shadowfell either. Like, standing there. Watching you guys as you come in.
Are the other people there that I asked you about for the people that person came with? I will send. Because this will trigger something. Hold
Yeah,
on.
my brain is like going, wait.
I sent it to you in Discord.
Oh, okay. Oh, usual the three-dimensional shadow figures that are standing. They look like they should be shadows against a wall, except that they are more three-dimensional and solid. But the way that they're built just makes them look like they're actually being like a shadow of something. No distinct facial only human.
Yeah, I think the only person that would notice this would be Kale, because standing right next to him. You would just hear something like lightly drop and hit the stops.
I guess he'd look to see what fell.
Hand crossbow.
He frowns and like just pokes her lightly. Are you okay? My turn to ask.
What I once was, basically. Reapers of Quer. They're not here. And points at the shadowy figures.
Cinna dragging and dropping.
Oh!
What's going
Yeah.
on with it?
I mean, that...
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It's another one of those. I bet you moved your I bet you moved your art at one point or renamed it, and it got caught in the fire.
I genuinely don't know.
That's how that happens. Because it saves in different spots. There's your Talon one's also not displaying.
Oh, I might have made her kept. I don't remember since.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, Omnet will bend down and pick up her crossbow, and she'll reach in her pack, pull out an old crossbow. It looks like it's made out of obsidian, like it's made out of stone. Small hand crossbow, and it's got like it looks like, you know, shiny dragon glass, like gold, almost looks like hieroglyphics on the side carved in, and she just kind of rubs her finger across the side. When Galen Cole did what he did in our world, my goddess was lost. I'm guessing they're here to assist. I just wasn't expecting to see them. Yeah. And that's all. Tobias is on a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I imagine Senna is... I don't know what Crescent's doing, but Senna, I imagine, is just like leaning in the corner, just in the conversation. Huh?
Crescent.
Spinning aside.
Oh, I didn't have.
That means technically Crescent is spinning.
Yeah.
Wait.
I swear to God, if that goddamn thing.
What?
Hurt me. And like looks over at the group and sees people walking in, and then immediately looks. Oh wait, Dice is on a. Damn it! No, I can't do this yet. Fuck. Well, everybody would see that Senna's eyes immediately go towards Will. Oh,
Hello?
oh, there we go.
Yay! Welcome back.
Senna, oh look, it's the little non-believer and his friends.
Wait, who?
Remember the little gnome that sent the demon lord off the cliff?
Oh, that one. He looks.
Mm-hmm. Behind the dwarf.
He's like looking at height level, and then realizes
Lower.
he's gonna look down.
Lower. Lower.
Yeah, no. It's not that I'm not a. It's not that I'm a non-believer. It's just that I have no faith in your God.
Fair enough.
You
You earned
made
my.
new friends.
You earned my respect, sir. Anyway, welcome to the Shadowfell. I'm guess endeavors were successful. Here to deal with Galen now.
Effectively.
Right. Well, we don't have a whole lot of information, but if you guys want individuals here that I think we're talking about the god, apparently something similar happened with it with her.
I mean, you just need the information you have, and you just point us in the direction, and Well,
I might help you just get there. It's a little weird if you're not familiar with the plane. I'm not going to meddle in your affairs. Things to do, but I can give you the information. From what she'll come over and she'll kind of give a nod to Fader. At Vondel and Frock, and then looks like you've got those here. Roses, new recruits.
Hola.
Tagalongs. All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm just here to repair.
repay a debt.
That's all.
All right. Well, any help that will our mistress appreciated.
Hey, Anna, this dragon's got a pet.
That's it. What?
Not very smart.
Don't get it's wildly racist.
What? The dragon
The goblin.
racist. Okay.
Hey, it's xenophobic.
Oh, sorry. Are we in a of racism? Sorry, my racism is a little more refined than normal racism.
Yeah, I have no problem with you or the else. I have a problem with interplanar beings.
Oh.
Oh, then this
Mate, yeah, you're currently inner being yourself.
I know, but like, I'm
Coming
not
from
trying
the
to
white-haired guy.
Hey, I will.
now goblin. No violence here.
Oh,
Yeah, he's also prone to violence.
I didn't say you, Crescent. Just said the goblin.
I won't. Just come to the material plane, and I won't have to.
I mean, I go there all the time. Well, I do. It's kind of my job.
I mean, we were
Technically
just
born
there.
on the material plane.
How about we just stop talking about it before we make dumb decisions?
And usually I'm the one
So
that's
if I was
considering.
So if I was to tell you that I frequently travel between the planes, would that be a problem?
Largely depends on what you'd be doing. Also, which planes.
Don't worry, Frog, they're really bad at it.
Just going at beating demons count.
That's fine.
Excuse you. Anyway, my name is Senna. I don't know the Dragon Queen. Make your acquaintance.
You'll work for the Raven Queen. You can't be that bad.
So hold on, give me a second. I can't remember what is.
You'll recollect yourself after meeting
Yeah, I gotta
the group again.
recollect. Give me a sec.
The trauma of talking to these people again.
Oh, know that. I do know that. Okay. All right. I was just a little bit about me. I was brought back from the brink of death many by the Raven Queen, and I am in charge of guarding basically weak spots, what you may call as portals to other planes of existence, just keeping things in check. Very familiar with these, with the Shadowfell, as well as a few other planes in the Nine Hells when we were on. What we have discovered so far is the Scaling Cole, who is responsible for capturing or what doing with the gods, the Raven Queen, Quare. It was your guild members said Denier. Well, he is located in a domain of dread. Fortunately, I cannot access it. You know, what plane shifting abilities I have can lead you to portal to it will be. We discovered it a little while ago and having to figure out a way. Do you know that the city is known as Valandar? Valadar?
Yeah.
Valid.
And let's see. Hold on. I'm flipping. We found that there are two ways that we can either, or more likely, just as we can reach there by foot. We can walk through the lanes to get there. It's very kind of looks at Shiori and Will very much like the circles of hell, confusing. But we can go there by foot, or there is water we can take via boat. There are certain boats with special engines on it that are able to. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with it.
Hale's just gonna pipe up and be like, "Which way is least likely to lost in this forever?"
Honestly, I use my abilities to tune in to a specific dread and navigate you through, but I can't take you. DM, I can't take you into Valendar. Is that correct?
You can't directly to Valadar because several circles, as you put it, around.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to
I
go
can lead
through
you
two
to-
other domains of dread in order to find the back door into Valadar.
I can take you to the end of the I cannot navigate you through.
Really unhappy. Barely got out the last.
A little information about Crescent. He disappeared. Right? Multiple domains of dread. I don't think it's direct. It's not because of we don't think.
It happened around. Yeah, happened around because time and
yeah. Big. But we do know this. Another thing also happened at the same time. Ish, timey-wimey, you know how it is. A prison break happened from the prison point, and Wolves escaped. We don't know who exactly, but we know that there was a large break, and many people got out, or creatures, or things. One thing that I've discovered is that people that escaped, yeah, we know the break happened, but we can't pinpoint who it was because nobody can remember.
Hey, it's not just me this time.
No, not just you.
And stuff, isn't it?
Oh, Jesse. Okay, he's back. Interesting did happen to one.
Oh, right, that one.
Yeah. Barovia. Shattered.
Dunzo.
No more.
Everywhere, so.
True.
Hale.
Out of character, whenever you were just like, fuck Barovia, I'm like, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah. I think it's possibly connected with Alan Cole acquiring some sort of artifact. But we did get intelligence that he did come into a thing called the Time Crystal. We don't know how, but we don't know if it's connected, but Barovia shattered. But the problem is the dark forces power control of gone. Lost.
And for the dark power that I took, did that out of character.
That's still there. You still have it.
Still have it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Kale would sort of fold his arms across his chest, but he wouldn't say anything. He's like, I don't think they're actually. Or.
Let's see. Okay. There was a place in I don't don't know who's
Hell. Mm,
prison basic powers. These vestiges. All those dark powers have now and have been constituted their original forms.
Good and bad, I guess. I mean, it's good they're not. They might be out on the prowl.
Yeah.
So he's just sort of like, yeah, I may not like, made with one of them.
You made a deal with one of them.
Good idea. It didn't seem like it was going anywhere.
She just kind of.
I mean, trap. I was.
Oh, seems like you two. Take him off my hands, please. Kill. I'm just kidding. That's information that we have. And it's not a whole lot of particulars had one.
Internet is shit.
Sorry, Jesse. But it's more information than we had when we arrived. So, I can take you there. I can, but I feel like, yeah, I'm sensing my thread may lead me in a different direction. But I will help you as I can.
Each ways, either walk the confusing areas or take a boat of water.
Correct.
Would these take us to two different planes of dread?
No, it's basically 2 ways to get there.
All right.
I walk when you could ride.
Does Kale say that out?
Yeah, sure.
Because
he's a lazy fucker.
I leave that up to you, honestly. Sometimes it's good to go about. But
Friends.
I didn't make that many friends in Barovia that way. Unless you consider things trying to check legs off.
Yep. He's got the scythe just on his shoulders, smiling like a psycho.
Oh.
What do you mean, like a psycho?
And
there is no about it.
This one will help. Looks at Crescent. Since when have you found blood ring?
Not yet.
Very good.
Oh, there was a one time, but it was a bunny.
I was just kind of standing there. I think he'll remember the monster in the lake in Barovia and just like the monsters you have to fight on land, and the monsters at least you see the ones on land. I don't. He just kind of like.
I didn't get one. Did you give me a time difference on that, Grizz? I didn't write it down, but too far to travel.
What if we go through the air?
The air one would be no
that.
in terms of transport and waste. So and the water are different. You might have some more you're gonna either need to work with pirates, or you're gonna have to hire somebody to essentially to transport you.
Yeah.
So that's options.
I think the pirates need to be worried about us. I don't know. I feel whatever ways. Yeah, I feel like whatever ways sure might just be the best option, but.
Sure, would pick the land one out of those two options because.
Yeah, basically, imagine that time is equal because this or distance you get really deep on your wrist to know beforehand.
I think that would be we're traveling multiple days anyway, or
Yeah.
quicker, because then we can like talk and stuff in the days by like half, right? Or decrease by half. I don't know goes through the block is, but isn't it like super quick?
You're assuming that Will has that spell prepared.
Yeah, but like if we're traveling multiple days, you can swap it out for like.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Will.
Ah,
I'm
yes.
sorry, Will.
Ah yes.
HM comes again.
Okay.
There's a key. There's three to come.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm is that Mistwalk between areas, because there's you'll basically find Mistwalk. You guys will quickly separate apart, unable to see her, and end up in completely different areas. Basically, that'd be the best.
Talk to each other.
In order to transport yourselves, you're either holding hands or essentially riding in the same vehicle. In order to facilitate not splitting apart when you're traveling through mists.
Okay.
So unfortunately, turning into clouds will not work in this sentence. Turning into clouds when you're in red would be a great way to get to the exit hole if you can figure out what the chances, because you have this thing. What's your distancing?
Mile.
Is from stumbling around and hoping you find it, or picking up on clues as to where it might be. It's Island wandering for a while.
She is a Horizon Walker Ranger.
Exactly. So, especially if the domain is a small domain, you might be able to sense it immediately. If it's a larger domain, pretty much just traveling for a bit, you'll sense it. So, that.
I imagine Kale missed to know that if we don't die, it's like poison or death. Like it's not good.
Yeah. Basically, find a way out. Horizon can you out. Basically, not only can they navigate, but they can also find ways out that normal travelers into and out of usually can't find. If you try to leave the mists, you end up circling out again, back in, instead of going between places. So you somebody that can see or have permission to leave. The Sani, for example, can do that.
Yeah, I think that's my vote at least. Do well if we have combat on the seas or water.
Fate rolls in either way. My armor's a little heavy. If I was to fall in the water, it might not be good. So I guess maybe land.
Gonna like nervously like certain death either way, so it doesn't matter to me.
That's the spirit.
It's scary. No certainty about it. It's always a possibility.
We can only hope.
Like dying here wouldn't be that bad, especially if your soul sense gets trapped here. It's lightly, but no.
You see the shadowy figure. One of them just seems. You can't see the eyes, holes on them, but you can tell that one of them is basically at you and essentially boring into your soul. Your voice say,
It's just like, no, I'm out of here, guys. I can't do this. He just like,
Eddie, don't be like this. Don't send yourself to death in this place.
Roll turn. What do you think, Vondel?
I prefer walking.
Imagine you have the same problem. No?
I can easily take my armor.
What?
Yeah, it only takes.
man, out of it.
I mean, I'm not trying to here. Can I see that?
Picture of
Yeah, it's just look. Watch. And armor just falls
Will
off him, really.
will take
Like, just sort of.
see where you press to
Oh!
release the button to release the armor.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, Will is definitely
The buttons sort of only works for me.
Oh.
why?
Hey, what Al buddy? Did we abandon him somewhere?
Oh yeah, we lost him.
Albot?
I imagine that with you guys, we just there.
Yeah.
Because he's still getting used to his body, which
It's-
is why he didn't fight in the last one.
It's just that I don't really have any new stats for him, so
Mm.
I'm not bringing it up. I don't really.
I imagine he's basically
That's
just your
really
valet
cool.
at this point.
And then it only takes 6 seconds to put on. So,
Easy to.
Is that like
Easy for
something
sleep.
that you can I pay you for that?
Sad no.
Oh. Well, that's really cool. All right. Well, and
It applies to my armor.
Leanne. Really cool, Vaughn.
If you could have that, that'd be worth a lot.
I'm still learning to make it a actual.
Frock, do you have an opinion? Land or sea or water, whatever.
I mean, either is fine. I think land would be. The city we're going to, is it next to the water or not? The place we're going to.
It's a different main. So.
It's a Dane of Dread. Yeah, don't know.
Yeah.
We
Well-
don't know. They haven't been in it. We don't know if it's. There are basically two ways to get there by, and it's same distance, same everything, same.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about entry points. Because depending on which way. But personally, I think land might be best.
All right.
We'll have more options if we're on land than if we're on the sea. Just in case something happens. Like if something happens in the sea and like our ship gets destroyed, we're kind of fucked. But like if something happens, just run away. You know?
Fair enough.
True. Very true.
Because I doubt we could swim however far we would need to swim.
Okay. Amanette, do you have a hello? And she's kind of like trying to get her attention.
Having a
And-
staring contest.
Yeah. I don't think I can go with you. I don't. Mm-mm. I think my path goes somewhere else.
You wish to stay with her? The shadowy thing in a whispered voice basically said, "You wish to stay with us, sister."
Yes. I think. Yes. She just feels like demeanor has just kind of changed, and she's just a little more somber, and I don't think she says anything. She just walks over to the shadows.
Wonderful observing.
Yeah. It's like a pull, almost like a. Yeah, I would say even like if you would allow this for flavor, like it's almost like he's like pulled like a magnet, not super fast, but just almost glides over. She might even, yeah, for flavor, she'll ghost walk, and she'll just kind of, yeah, I don't know where they are, but she'll just float through and go over there. she'll just turn and nod and not say anything. Yeah. And her eyes, like under her hood, that white, they darken, and all you see is black under.
Pretty sure you'll know.
Or in some.
Right.
Well, and I spell apparently.
You what?
So we talked earlier about you to link Sylvie to find Greater Steed,
Yep.
if I remember correctly, because that's how I summoned her back. So that would mean if I'm riding her and I cast it myself, it automatically gets cast. I kept forgetting that was a thing because I forgot it was a thing.
Mm.
So that's gonna help. That many good spells because I'll be just blasting Circle of Power all the time. So it doesn't matter, but
Wait. If you can't circle power yourself, would that also put the circle power on her, making 2 circle powers?
I don't think so. Technically speaking, because it needs to be it's myself.
Doesn't hurt yourself?
It would, I guess.
Oh, I'd have to look up.
I mean, I don't think it's too much.
No. If you get yeeted off of her for some reason.
Need to be on her for work now.
So I guess it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah. It's good for when I got Shield of Faith and such, though.
Oh yeah, Shield of Faith, Protect, you still with that.
Oh, wait. Would there more weapon question mark? I don't know. Sad.
I think going behind. What kind of position yourself to be in between Kale and the person he's trying to.
Yeah. It's good for which I haven't used too often, but I'm down whatever happens.
Fair.
So it's taking a bit of
And it always can send them to a embrace.
Yeah.
They're not from this place.
Yeah, banish me back to the thing.
The worst case scenario.
Crescent. No attention.
Like,
Alright, we got coffee and anyone else doing anything?
I'm good.
Let's see.
Questions you need answered? Or are we just waiting for everyone to come back?
You know what? I have a question.
Right.
Where is it? What does my divine sense tell me of all these people?
Let's see here. So divine sense, celestial fiend, undead. You weird results. None of them are considered fiend. There is a bit of touch of celestial and undead, but not exactly undead, so it's not really a foul scent. It's more of a musk coming off the showy figure. There's death scents coming from some of the others. This weird, a little bit of celestial, but kind of flowery coming off of the guy with the white.
Peter's back. Going over
Sorry, I
anyone?
had to go to the bathroom.
Did we need to travel now, or what's? Yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's best.
Saving?
I want to get a read on the people.
Shuri's
I mean, not.
Yeah, I was curious. What
Crescent.
check was Crescent? Oh,
I was seeing if he noticed that Kale was being nervous.
got it.
He's really stopped paying attention.
Got it. Cool.
Crescent not fervent. Really.
Let's get going.
Yep.
Perfect.
Senowell.
You know what I
In the wrong direction.
need either hand contact, aka holding hands, or like something like that, or some kind of vehicle to put yourselves together in order to safely navigate the mists without losing each other. How do you wish to proceed once you get to the entrance to the mists?
I think we have rope. Do everybody want to tie each other together? Is that the best way?
That sounds like a perfect way to.
I mean, Kale wouldn't hold hands with anybody.
We can all. We can
my
also.
lord.
We can also. Which means we aren't like forced to be fucked if someone
like
gets fucked.
if somebody goes flying, yeah.
Yeah, but we still are within. We still are quote unquote with each other, so we won't lose.
So how about we do get rope? We have. I know that. I'm pretty sure we have enough rope between all of us. Tie it together, and then like arm loops. That way you can kind of like put your through the loop and grab onto the rope. That way, like if something was to jerk you, could easily, if you wanted to keep holding on, you would be able to have that extra like little loop.
It's good for me.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Crescent also has 4 10-foot chains.
Don't
Don't know why he does, but he does. That's just his pack.
No, we were making the characters like chain seem.
Does make sense.
So, in order to make it work, I imagine that we would have to be you guys to lose each other. Like, that person would be essentially lost. And that means that if to it directly, then it could be a certain way, and also if it's that easy to get loops. So,
No, the strongest.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just.
Is she though?
I could chain the rope to you.
26. I think she is the strongest. Yeah, she's got a 26. Or 26 from. I think 6 modern, 22 strength. Sorry.
I'm also making Cinna at the front because she's a navigator.
Yeah, I would say that she's at the front.
Know in how such would work in this.
Oh,
Never
let me
mind.
move one more up. There we go.
Everyone benefits from it.
That's good.
That's fair.
Yeah, that works perfectly.
Well, I mean, it's kind of here, so how about some daylight?
While you're inside the chamber, or after you've left and are together?
You've left. It's an hour, I believe. Yeah, an hour of daylight.
Alright. So, Cinna. Do you have knowledge to yourselves over to the mists, or require walking in order to find the right, shall we say, entrance to that's the mists.
Well, that we had the other day, you said that the reason why she had all that information is because she discovered it. I imagine it was where to go, but she to with animal.
Yes, but the ability slash transport A to B, like a or to walk from here to get that portal. It is because you would know how to get to there.
Not for the group. Unless you wait. Hold on. Because no, that's not gonna do it. No, I think we have to walk. I don't think it has any teleport spell that you could use for the group. And honestly, to know if the Raven Queen works, answer on that now that the
technically still works. Same with clerical power. It's just that you have no way of contacting her.
And let me check one. I'm just skimming real quick, but I don't feel like I have anything. No, I do not. I have Misty Step, Blessing of the Raven Queen. I can make a stealthy pass without a trace.
Oh, but will
No, just I'm verbally processing right now what I have. Yeah.
all right.
Land Ride. That's not going to do anything. Nature's Veil is self. Fighting. Vanish. Spectral. Yeah, I got nothing. Nope. We got to walk.
All right. I take it will light spell to not only to keep a party, but also most likely to drive other it because in this sort of land, it does exist pretty much. It doesn't like sunlight. It's like this is completely unnatural in this sunlight. Would that be a good description? Will?
Sorry, I just totally blanked out there. What do you say?
What I was saying is that basically light spell for the next hour, as it would drive away this area that's like sunlight at all, if there's anything. It's like
No.
sparsely populated, but exist out here.
Oh, I think that the DM probably needs to know because I know you like to roll. Cinna has the weapon of warning and can't be. Just throwing that.
If Kale would pull because that gives up sunlight, an area of sunlight.
How big?
You're asking me. Fuck.
Asking me the numbers.
I know.
Numbers.
I don't. Gotta. It's like what sunblade? It's basically the sunblade. So let's see. Do 15-foot radius.
Imagine between the two of you are probably both to provide sunlight around you at that point.
Yeah,
it's not as
15-foot radius.
Not as bright as the nice daylight spell that but if Kale and you can pretty much light up the whole party between the two of you.
Peter can cast light on Cinder and have Cinder fly over. I mean, it's only 10 feet in the gaps.
Yeah, but the blade is specifically sunlow between if sunlight keeps shitting over.
Oh, I don't know.
Was at the back?
Yep.
So can you radius on me and her so we go in the order?
Token or 15.
Can I do that myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the others won't be able to
see.
see. Putting an orange so that you'll be able to see what you got going on here. Because we got, yellow covered by the else. There you
All
go.
right, so Caleb is just going to basically grope his way up the line and buddy back, I guess, from where Urk is. If you... All right, yeah, that's fine. We can trade places. And that way, the whole party is basically covered.
Alright.
I could swap Vondel, but in front of him, so I'm not going to.
It's just a big scythe
It's fine.
that has a 10.
So you're still one step back in the party.
Pretty much. Alright.
He's not gonna attack you. You're not a lich.
Not yet. Well, no, I'm not. I can't be a lich. I'm a vampire. Different family tree there.
One's a choice.
And if this will cut down on any travel time, Senna does have the Wanderer, Outlander. She should be able to call it quickly.
Okay, is out for me. Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ, that took a long time to load.
Oh.
Isn't it always though, with all the spells you have?
No, it kind of froze, so I refreshed, and everything loaded except tokens and just nothing.
It was a little chunky loading earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, I do get 4 more spells. Oh.
Get
You
my
okay?
I thought I thing for Senna when I leveled her up, and apparently I need to pick 4 spells for her.
I'm putting this. Where are you, done? Okay. Okay. So, you start leaving the after over more than an hour of travel. You guys are away from Raven Queen's city, where the Shadowkai live, far away from homes. You know that there are more dangers out here. There's less beings, mostly that get closer to home, as essentially destroy them upon them seeing that, or they have learned to stay clear of the city. So at this point, I believe you are constantly on alert, and you sense that there is something out there. Everyone, roll me perception checks. Where are bits of crumbling ruins that basically essentially just like something that looks to be at one point like a pillar or like a pillar that is tilted over to be destroyed from some long ago, and maybe some other make an outline of a house, nothing more than a wall place to suggest.
Sort of imagine this is a little bit like the Surface Demon area in the series.
Basically, I mean that always struck me as like the shadow, except it's red. The description of how it made me really think of areas of Shadowfell. But yeah, but there's no like wind. Sky is black, but like that. They're just bits of ruins you occasionally come across, and bits of dead trees. But in this case, you've got like the huge tingling, or rather that your weapon is giving you a warning that there is something dangerous lurking nearby. And Will, for his 28 position, is definitely hearing what sounds like clinking of bone and something scuffing around those what used to be a wall nearby. And Kayla, you kind of hear it faintly too. Quiet here otherwise. Oh, and Senna, because Senna got a 32.
Will you go for man?
Well, there's danger.
Whimpering.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Movement.
No,
Not
it's
maybe not danger.
No, I can tell it's danger. Well, I could say it's
No, well, I'm friendly doesn't mean danger.
Mm-hmm. He's not wrong.
I leave it up
Danger
to you.
implies a threat.
A threat or something with Crescent.
He's just silent, like he's trying to think.
You are picking Crescent right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just kind of there.
Okay. Senna is going to knock around at the right. I mean, have an arrow ready, not like knocking it. She's just. We might want to sneakily go by, or do we want to deal with this? I leave it up to y'all.
We're not in the mist yet, right?
No, you're still in the Deadlands.
Okay. So we don't need to be attached by rope at this point quite yet.
Correct.
Hale kind of jerks her thumb back at him. He's like, the guy behind me can't sneak for shit.
I reckon Crescent. He's got this bitch.
Then we deal with it. Senna's going to try to just get a vantage on or basically what's making the noise.
All right, I will give me 1 second, and I will let a couple of you to wall blockings and whatnot.
Perfect. Oh, okay, it's decent. Okay. What other shit does she have?
Crescent has a
I can make myself invisible.
I mean, she's gonna get an eye on what's making the noise. She's gonna do. If people are saying that they can't be stealthy and we're gonna make noise and whatever it is gonna come after them, she's gonna get take.
I mean,
has Frock ever rolled above a 2?
Phaedra's at disadvantage too,
Yeah.
so we've got a lot of clankety clank 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 in our group right now.
And like also dead, beyond like the dead tree thing, and occasional other dead form of plant life that seems to just be lurking here.
If we have the time, Will would just take an action to put his hood on.
Go invisible.
I used the night to use my ability to go invisible.
Sylvie will get off, but just slightly.
Imagine going invisible at will, just flexing at will and going.
Phaedra's gonna click the button and make the sword not glow.
yeah.
Lightsaber presumably dies down.
So if I go invisible with the blade in my hand, does the light go invisible?
The light
technically speaking,
technically it should.
Light is always invisible.
Yeah.
I think.
But not just in the.
Woods and Stir Hall. I was going to put.
Oh, he's tiny.
It's small.
Small.
You're so small.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Are you having a tea party with Will?
I just want to move you guys back a bit on the map so that's easier for me to lay things out.
Fine.
How long is this?
Manellis.
Yeah, basically there is a bit of a build here. So you can't move across a wall over here, but there's like bits of rubble like over here. So just be clear that there's a wall over here, which you're pretty much sure something's behind.
We're not seeing what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong layer. This is a partially collapsed building. This is a wall that or some kind of wall that seems to be blocking whatever's on the other side. There's another there's some rubble that's just strewn across the ground. It can potentially cause difficult terrain. Another small buildings that are in part mostly. Okay, that's
with the 30. Yeah, with 32 noise coming from.
And this.
Okay. Is going to tell everybody. She's going to cast on herself.
And I
Cast
was
without a trace.
gonna have you guys roll initiative and taking care of it. So.
Well, she's gonna list first. I mean, that's what it said. Unless
It's
nobody
about to
wants to.
It was because you were already doing things here. It was about to finishing setting up the same. So even though
Everyone,
as you go to attempt to
don't-
cast that you would still you're about to be under attack. So it won't.
Then I'm not gonna.
everyone get your +6.
Jesus.
Question: Did the did me and Kale manage to go, or is
Yes,
that something
you did.
supposed to be?
Yeah, you managed, before she. I mean, because basically you do like one little thing. The attack was about to happen, but you wouldn't. So it board for you.
We're just gonna have to edit. Ifs.
Yep.
Okay, could you roll 20? Roll a natural 1! God, okay. Well,
It's ridiculous if I remember correctly.
oh no, his is fucked.
I asked.
No.
Oh,
He's got-
I'm thinking of
He's got
something
like a
else.
2 normally.
It didn't click.
Yeah.
Well, mine was on 18.
Plus,
Mine is a 24. I'll just roll again and get that in.
Yeah, he's got dexterity modifier.
Did I not click on? Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, let's write that to a 24.
Right. Added the no, 112.
The fucking.
Highest initiative in the world.
Wasn't there something?
What's wrong?
So they.
Fucked it.
I don't know where my hunter's mark is now because they
Hunter's
fucked with
mark.
Ranger and they did that or I don't do I spell now?
This mark has always.
So on it where basically they made it your proficiency modifier, you were able to free cast it that many times per day with that expensive spell slot. That away now.
That I have no clue.
Yeah, okay. Then if since I picked 4 spells randomly and I wasn't aware of that, are you okay taking off water breathing and selecting hunter mark, DM? Because I literally just now.
Yeah. Sure. Sorry, I'm in the middle of because I've got
I'm just
basically
being a
things that.
distraction. Sorry.
Not your fault. I'm just trying. Because sorry, I was gonna try to roll things see quite yet on it. I managed to get one of them on there for that. All right. You guys, did you get all your things updated?
Initiative.
Kale, you first, as you see a skull floating around the corner.
I know what that is, right? I've encountered quite a few times, right?
You've
Yeah.
seen
blow
you've
us
seen
up.
flame skulls before.
Yeah,
They can cast
I-
fireball.
Yeah. He's not just gonna want your pony, Eldritch Blast it. First one I guess gets advantage because I'm invisible.
Yep.
And it's not adding my charisma bonus to it, because why?
How much damage is that really?
Plus. Bleh. So not.
Alrighty. Ooh,
Yeah, I get this level. That probably doesn't hit. That doesn't hit.
yeah, the nat one. All you have to sing these is with a nat was 13 AC.
Oh, that's
But I got a 14.
That one, depending on it's where that's a house rule whether or not.
Know how it works. Funny, on a net one, I still get a 14. 13.
That's what I'm saying is that the only way you're missing this thing is rolling a nat one. That thing seemed to take a significant amount of damage for you, but it's.
I guess I'm getting a fireball next turn. I made it mad.
I
I'm with dread form, I guess, just to have the extra hit points. Too, so I'll roll extra 1d10.
Oh.
But that's necrotic. Ooh, 2 necrotic.
Well, it's still alive. There was a
And
possibility I
1d10.
destroyed it.
For my dread hit points are 1d10 plus warlock level.
Alright, Will, you are up.
Is this the only thing we see?
That's the only thing you see so far, but that's not the thing that was making the noise. Scraping ice. You heard something. That thing doesn't cause that noise.
And the area of the mist, so we just see each other out.
Currently, you're just in the. You've come across a ruin.
Where did I hear the scraping?
From behind here.
There.
Yeah, that has a block. If you go that direction, you won't see anything that's over here.
Oh, sorry, I don't really understand the
That's
map.
Yeah, sorry, that's like a partially clouded.
Oh, here.
So that's a wall, and
Yes.
like this is a wall that we can't see through.
Correct.
We can only see through gap. Okay, I'm just outlining it so that it makes a little bit.
Will wouldn't be able. If he goes there, he wouldn't be able to see what's happening here. Let's say. Over here.
He might not, probably can't get around there.
But that's where the noise is coming from, right? Cool.
You could put an AoE like there where you can
Yeah,
see and maybe hit.
Let's see. Where did my spell sheet go? Who turned off the lights? 120 feet from that I can see. Well, I can see this area, so right there, Will is going to come.
This looks like basically just a crumbled pile of bones from your perspective.
Will is causing way.
Which direction?
So on this map, it would be vertical. So in this area, would also be hit.
What's the difference? How wide is this?
It's long and up to 10 feet tall. So if I just make a box, make it say blue, 30 feet will be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if I move it like so, because I can see the area and I can designate.
And the tidal wave.
That's a tidal wave.
All right. Might need to clarify. Yeah. The objects that will like this actually. That thing is goes a little bit north and south. You know,
Okay, I'll put it there then.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that. I think there's something around the corner. This way he can hit it. So it's basically, basically it's gonna be a wave that comes and just crashes up against this wall.
It's forcing
Like
any direction.
It's not gonna force them if it will make them go prone.
Okay, I could just remember.
There's some skull isn't immune to being prone. You know, it's not still gonna get hit. So yeah, dexterity or anything within that. And the damage is 4.
Yeah, so dexterity. So a 12 on my dexterity. So it
Not
takes
enough.
damage and that because it's 10 feet up and the flame is 5 feet or and damage if was that the case?
On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and isn't
Which-
knocked prone.
Which means I don't need to worry about rolling for the because it's got less than half of that left. Okay, so the thing that you can't you hear a clanking noise is something with something and possibly armor.
Yeah, sit the fuck down.
I made a friend.
Does the wave stay there or is it gone?
No. But spread out.
Alright.
The wave doesn't stay.
As you look
So
and watch, you see this bone pile over here just kind of jiggle. And suddenly it seems like the bones are just flying out from there, and suddenly there are multiple suddenly.
Will is also going to use his movement. So that was spell was an action, movement and bonus action. 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then bonus action, dash, 5, 10.
That lets you be able to sing there on the ground. What looks to be a 3-headed skeleton. And apparently waving a
5.
I didn't know.
I think. Hold on for the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah.
Nobody can even see it because Will is invisible.
Well, some of the group have vision.
First ran in there and then ran back and is like, no.
Yeah, some people can.
Oh,
see
that's true.
invisible
Anybody
stuff.
might saw. Sir, one look at what's laying bolt.
Okay, going. Nope.
He has the ton.
It is 30 feet, so I let him run up to here, disappear, and then come back.
Yeah, I saw him go
With a note face.
basically there, and was like from that corner.
So if Katie's like, panicking, I'm going to.
Cinna.
Panicking.
I know what that is.
At heights of this and this.
I think that is about 10 feet, 20 feet. I think this actually might be collapsed down to like 10 feet.
Right, 10, 15, 20. And then she's going to cast. She is Misty stepping to the top. So she'll be right here. I imagine she can sit down and see this thing right here.
Give me 1 second. I got to put these guys on initiative.
Yeah.
Put the 1 token over him initiative.
Are these 2 separate levels, by the way, whenever you're done with that?
What?
This thing I'm
what?
standing on, it looks like there's like
no,
a lip.
it's 1.
Okay.
You do,
Okay.
Oh, you cast Misty Step. Now.
And then, okay. Sorry, new character, or character I haven't played in a long time. 1 second. She's gonna take some, she has something where she can, hold on, what is that? Yeah, favored foe. She's to mark her skeleton right.
Okay.
Let's see, extra D8 of for a minute. And then, okay, so she's going to take a shot at that one. Attack, longbow.
All right.
11 points of damage, and since it's favored, extra 8 of force damage. Oh, sorry. It says piercing critical damage.
Okay, I was just separated out like that. Usually it goes plus, and so it's easy to ignore.
It's
when
from
it's
roll.
advantage.
It's from DnD.
Ah, okay,
it's
it's
from
beyond.
D&D Beyond
Got it.
because.
Well, that skeleton gun.
Do I have multiple attacks on this thing?
At least 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Ranger.
So. Yeah, this is taking so long, y'all. I'm just not used to playing this character.
Hello, my bound.
Okay, then she'll go for this one right here.
All right.
There we go. Ugh, wow, 2 natural ones.
It's another one of those cases. Natural 1 means you missed no matter what. Basically, it's a longbow. Something happened with the string. Probably in this case because it's a arrow itself broke in your hand.
Fair enough.
Anything else in it?
No.
Who's running Irk this week?
I guess me.
All right.
Let's see. What can Urk see? Okay. Just do damage. Not. Okay. Urk's gonna cast Shatter. Right.
And
You can see that, right?
yeah, that hits the majority of them. Missing only one target.
There we go.
Okay, skeletons, con save. Alright, so. Quad. That was 1 point away from chattering a bunch of skeletons. And one more thing by the wave that you can't at this point. That would be con save on
Yay, hidden damage.
And you see that pile of bone from the
Nice.
Anything else?
Probably and give.
Frock, you're up.
I'm gonna hold my action until Sylvian's smashing range.
Okay.
No, just a while in that direction, and I point towards. Can I see the skeletons from my position?
You don't see
right?
the one that's near the between the buildings, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So that pile of bones, and a figure emerges out of it.
Friend.
And does not look happy, as it was just by
Friend.
Bone body.
Let's see. Seems to some of that pile that it came from seem to be fusing right back into the body. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Okay, 1d6. Seemingly the perfect as it starts to stalk forward towards you guys. You guys are casting light in front of you, thankfully. Except the light around you is extinguished because you went invisible. You're visible again, so the light's still there?
No, it's visible again, yeah.
Okay, good. Because the
Sword out, I just went invisible with it.
Yeah, the Bone Claw would have been able to with the single move, chat jump. out those lights up. Instead, it stalks forward. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Is Will get an
Actually,
attack of
it just-
opportunity if he
actually-
wants?
It doesn't to go that forward. It's right there. It has 15-foot reach with its really long arms. Who does it target? 1, 2, 3. It has 5 potential targets that it can. Oh, sorry, 6 because it looks out and sees Urk. Well, no, it's basically focused on you guys. Because it didn't see Urk. When Urk did that, so it just sees you. Doesn't see. As it kind of focused on you guys. Roll a 5 and see who it's targeting. It sees the dragon that Frost is riding and swipes out with its claws.
Me instead.
Alright, 25 of damage.
Not unless he has advantage.
Oh, you have AC of more than 22? With
23.
holy
Oh,
that is a shield. And it seems confused because you're a little goblin. And this is a new trying to swipe and getting goblin blocking it, not getting hurt.
The sound from the claw hit shield is somewhat lackluster. It's just like
Did
ding.
my Discord just...
You're back now, I think.
There's
There we are.
So all
No
4
messing with the
skeletons also
goblin.
heal at this point. They each heal 2 points.
Well. Okay, let's just.
It's a cool aura on the skull.
Skullord.
That's what they're called.
Or
Yeah, no.
10, 15. Skeleton gets here, has a bow and arrow. Who's it gonna shoot? What the?
That would have been.
I would like to my gloves with missiles.
Oh!
Oh.
Nice.
What does that do? I forget.
Is it like the monk thing where you roll
1d10 plus
against...
my dexterity modifier.
Oh god, okay.
1d10 plus 2. I reduce it by 12. So I
Ah!
can't zero. Oh, hey, look! I found a
Yeah,
present.
you back?
Missiles.
Oh,
No.
monk. God damn
Yeah.
it.
Monk bullshit.
Keep
I like it.
He puts it in his
So
pocket.
the 2 attacks that are on against the
Effective.
When the skeleton gets in range, or you just flatten against the wall to keep it from stepping on you?
What, this one?
That crossing through your path.
Sorry, I missed it. What was it, movement?
It moved down here through basically through your space. You're invisible. It doesn't know it was heading for Urk.
Opportunity unless it's a feature or anything.
So it tries to just right. Come down here. They're firing. Let's see.
Firing.
The firing. Well,
Through the
yeah,
ribs.
you're right. The big guy will still be in the way. Yeah, so they can't even target. They're just standing there waiting for it to move. So that's it for their turn. Shuri.
Well, that's a big fucking threat. Bonus action. We're gonna this guy.
All right.
As you can now see his breath. 5, 10, 15. And Mr. Hall's gonna.
Small.
He was on the ramp and he was saved. And I feel like got light drinkers, hexblade, curse. We're gonna because he has advantage. He rolls that. So this can get 2 swings from first one from her location. If I can click the button. So Blah.
Hexblade's crunch.
Slashing.
Hexblade slashing.
No, that's the life breaker. That's the 4.
So it
The
takes,
versus adds on to the damage.
okay. So the life drinker, it's half that damage because it's.
And
Calculate the damage. Hold on. Tried to do that with a cat in the way.
yeah.
Oh, such a sweet girl. All right, second.
Yeah, she's gonna use incarnation. Star Hall Strike.
High level parties just wipe it out easily.
Yeah. How's he looking after those those 3 hits?
Finished. It's like
Yeah,
maybe it's next turn.
well, we're gonna give it more reason. Action surge.
Stop doing that so I can because there's 8 in a row.
Sorry.
And that's okay. I need to calculate because of the to negate some of the damage due to necrotic.
Mm-hmm. You good?
Yeah.
Because action, I can do it from the echoes. I'll do it again, but I have only use of this after this. So more attack, and I will do an Eldritch Smite on that fucker.
All right. Let me calculate that damage first. It's damage for that I can so that I know what I'm looking at. All right.
Yeah. Click this twice, right?
All right. Well, that thing's gone. Wow.
Man.
I'm not setting too much after you guys again. Why do I keep forgetting? You guys just take things
I
apart
mean,
really easily.
especially Shiori.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of does.
I will move my Hexblade's Curse instead of getting the health back. I'm moving it to this.
Was it?
It is not a bonus action. Move it.
Oh, okay.
When something dies,
So
I can
what
move it
did you move
to
it to?
anything within 30 feet of me.
I didn't see you click on anything.
Skeleton below me.
Okay.
It just has to be something within sight within 30. That's its limit.
All right. Vondel.
Well, this thing's dead. I had planned for that, but
Yeah.
that ruins my entire.
It was a threat.
I guess I'm just gonna move here and swing at, punch the skeleton. That kill it? All right, goes to the other skeleton.
They just collapse under your hits.
Okay, bam, back here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Just going right here. Yeah, so Amber's dealing with skeletons and how they don't like bludgeoning. So Sunblade turns into Warlock, turns into a Sun Hammer, and she will attack this motherfucker right in front of her. This is gonna say slashing, but
All right.
Normal rolls.
It just crushes. Not even blood damage, it's radiant damage.
Oh, well, whatever. 15, and then I don't know. Will's there.
Oh, you do know.
5. Nope. And then she's going to. Is it an action to change the weapon? I can't remember. Bonus action? I don't remember.
Once a
Sherry?
turn, you can do that.
That's what it was. I'm not.
Anything else?
All right.
And this one has the thing now as well.
Sylvie, take me along and fly over here and attack the skeleton. He's gonna take one more step, so they have advantage. 15 to hit. Oh wait, I'm 20 feet. So she's gonna fly over here. The guy, because I held my action ago. Size and I'm running things, so I can bonk harder. And that's 24 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Where a bunch of I don't know if that matters.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Would presume. So, do I get 2 attacks if I hold my action, or only 1?
You already used your second attack on that because you killed the skeleton.
No, Sylvie killed the skeleton.
Well, yeah,
She
you
went
get your
full-on
one
dog
attack action,
on a bone.
which is attack.
Yeah. Do I want to smite? How is he looking?
It's a skeleton that's on the.
Oh, then I have advantage.
Yeah, I'll take yours because I didn't realize it like that. Sorry.
That's not. Don't. I don't know if that matters, but it's for skeletons.
Not on these ones. It's resistant. But you're magical weapons anyway, so it doesn't matter. 16, 17. All right, Crescent, your turn.
We're gonna move there. Realize he can't get within range and be sad.
Anything you can do?
Let's see, what can he do? Fuck. Good luck. He's going. He's just gonna smile and go invisible because he also has that vacation.
All right. So the three-headed gets itself up. One of the heads hisses, another one screeches, and the third one counts.
No.
Yeah, no, I heard the doubt in your voice there.
Do you, or do you let it go?
The spell.
You know what? No, you're not allowed. 4th level, why not?
This thing got half that. The middle skull seems.
Bad skeleton, no.
What spell was it going to do?
You don't know. He counters, but it was at most because you didn't need to roll.
I'm so surprised. I heard about this creature from podcast. I'm surprised it doesn't have more actions.
It's its 3 legendary actions. Cast the skeletons.
Oh.
It's really quickly.
It's like
the floating and the bone claw.
Wahaha! I'll summon a bunch of skeletons. What? How?
Exactly.
When I heard about this creature, I from the podcast, I just it's like one of the creatures I've heard of.
Yes.
It's a legendary action though, so it can do it now again because it's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
He's just gonna panic attack and go invisible. Like the
Let's see. What does it want to do?
With you.
So, after Kale's turn, it is going to use two of its legendary actions to smack Frock with its,
I doubt that.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah. The three heads just start arguing with each other and saying, like, they're yelling and blaming each other. Will.
Well.
Chaos of
Goes up here. And let's just have a look at this spell. Range 10 feet. So it's a range. Each creature will do dexterity saving throw. Yeah, no, I think this is. Terrain.
You cursed him? Okay.
Will need that he moved. And then just a spell in this area, which is first it's 1d6 damage. But it also has to make a dexterity saving throw.
And it succeeds.
Oh, it succeeds.
And
damn.
it takes no.
Oh, dirty.
Oh, you couldn't tickle.
dirty.
Well, okay. Will's bonus action to that.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all Will can do.
Alright.
I kind of wanted to sit with a first level spell. Alright.
Rolled on that 20.
You die.
Yeah. So she's trying to. Let me on this. Yep. Because she's 10 feet up. Oh no, you said she was 20 feet up. Oh, can't do that because that's unless is that a bonus action? That is a bonus action. Oh, it does matter. Okay, yeah. So that's paying attention. Cinna leads out of. Then she's going to strike teleport, so she will go to the ground.
And then an extra 10, which means.
Okay, fuck it. I'm just being cute and just shoot. Because I genuinely don't know this character anymore.
And they're to be the guide, so.
Yeah.
It's a C.
Yeah. And then.
Additional damage. Alright.
Oh, and then she can favorite enemy. She'll use that and do an extra D. 5 more points of damage. And turn.
What does
The I can make it there, but not really. This range. Bishop Mockery. Why not?
legendary resistance? Does it take any on a
No.
Why not?
So yeah, it used a legendary resistance to prevent that damage.
Alright, Duck's turn then.
All right.
Yeah, we're one that does a lot of
If he
Hey.
kind of. He doesn't technically have it. It's not where Will's there.
Got advantage. Yeah,
Uh,
that's true. Will is
mm,
invisible.
yeah. I'm
Is
not
that
very
it?
See
helpful.
him.
The miss.
17 misses? Damn.
Plate armor.
Oh shit!
Advantage. Why?
Both Will
Oh, yeah.
and Sylvie, I think.
Mouth thing.
That. Right. Will there. All right. That hits.
Smite on that. Need 2 seconds.
Break open the skulls of the of the of the floor, and it crumbles to the ground.
Aww.
That went much faster than I anticipated. Congratulations, guys.
You say congratulations for gritted teeth.
No, I'm
Mhm.
Don't worry, Galen Cole will kick our ass.
Yeah.
He has more than 150. If he doesn't, he's just saying.
That's what she goes.
Yeah,
True.
you do.
don't worry.
Actually,
Won't be an advantage as you not, at least not at first.
We'll see.
But
I used to once per long rest abilities. To be fair.
Yeah, please do 150 damage per round. If everyone hits us. The damage, I do a lot of damage. Phaedra does a lot of damage.
You guys are
Will
high level.
does-
damage. I don't.
You do, depending on the spell you use.
Fucks with the end.
Yeah, true. Effective.
Will is fucker.
Because and it's still just like 30 damage. Wee. It's just the effect that is important.
It's just the ability.
Oh yeah, same. Will's the same.
Why can't they ever be closer?
He's visible.
Oh.
He would he knows that we need that sword. We need the light to stay like some alive. So he's like,
Are you okay?
he just nods. Like, yeah, like I guess that puts me on edge.
Ow.
I understand.
He's like, I'm pretty sure there's here that I can rebellion, which bothers.
Have you tried?
Bill has a good point.
You gotta check over here.
I mean, fuck, I would laugh my ass off if you could heads to rebel against each other.
What was around that? 3 heads. What?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I was just like, you lost.
I did not want nothing. I knew I had some back.
Radar. Yeah.
Sounds. Pat on Crescent Head from Senna.
I mean, maybe you can get over there and kick one of the skulls. See how far you can get 3 tries.
Thinking about it, he really.
No.
Thinking about him as a golf club. See if he
Oh,
gets
turns his scythe and just goes playing golf.
but he's being told no, so he's not going.
See, that's your first issue. As you know, you do it.
Like, look over her shoulder. Here.
Depends on who says it. There's 2 people I don't. I listen to. Only 2.
Always listen, really.
Yeah. Are we getting the audio correct here?
Spec. Senna's in the.
it's fine.
I think Frock was behind me, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think we moved
Yeah,
there.
Brock was-
Move down one.
Down.
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 I Did we check anything? No.
And bones. Well, I mean, there is bones.
Ooh.
Yeah, there is a
I don't
on.
bone.
Vern would.
He's not
Oh
here.
yeah, yeah.
Are we
we're still
taking him?
collecting-
Are we just collecting him souvenirs?
Yeah,
Come
let's
on.
add it to the collection. Come on.
I
Come
went
on.
to the shadow, the shitty bone staff. Yeah.
Let's as well, so he can, you know.
I mean, somebody.
I
grab it
I
if
already
you wanna
have my
give it to him.
pocket-sized gilded, so I'm good.
Is that the
Alright.
gilded?
The gilded gnome skull.
Gilded nose.
Pocket
Before-
size.
Yeah.
Keep on moving. Move through this. Well,
Yep.
Yep.
what I missed between the dread.
Do you mean?
The distance to
It's a little confusing. Not like the hell in space, honestly. In on each other. I don't know. It's easy to get lost. They just draw points, the portals. That helps. It's different.
Or
Technically, you guys
I
aren't
assume we're
moving. I'm
walking
just.
and
I was just this conversation.
Imagine we're walking and talking.
never really been following follow specific path. I do go with the flow and end up where I end up.
Understand that a little bit. Wonder.
Part of me feels like that's not a idea in this. When we enter the
Those eyes are on that magic item.
Oh,
He is eyeing it for a second from the back.
to get her.
Yeah, the plane.
Yeah,
She's eyeing it for a second.
she's facing forward. I don't know if
Yeah, that's good.
where were y'all? Did you end up beating that plant thing you're talking about?
actively, it seemed we had to split up into two locations to do so.
Good. What? And Senna have found any evidence of the person in the shadow while they were wandering around?
Not.
Cool. Let's tell you this.
Plants grow here.
No, they don't.
And I once said two. At least.
They do have
Oh, convert-
interesting.
I don't talk to plants. And people don't like talking to me. Annoying.
I call you annoying. It was a lot quieter, but you know, it's been interesting. Or object. I don't even know. Yeah.
So,
Utensil. For a fork.
All right. So after some time walking, you make it to cinema. Think of the rest of you. Just there's distance relative in this place. A lot of flattocks, occasionally speckled with ruins, hills, and what you're doing seem to be like more hill, and it gets getting narrower and narrower until finally you get almost a tunnel. Except that instead of going into darkness, which you're already in, you just gotta see mist.
All right, everybody, keep hold of the rope.
Anchor to the dwarf.
Vader will.
Fun.
Anyways.
Wow, Why do I feel like
You gonna pin my gloves to my chest to my sleeves.
Exactly. Fine.
Alright. There leave that. It's kindergarten. Cinna bring all mist. For Cinna
Beat the entire way.
for navigational purposes, giving me with advantage.
Crescent's like extra tight. It doesn't go wandering.
Extra loop. Okay, let's see. So we have okay, survival advantage.
Okay, that's pretty good. So like you enter into various you could get into like thens, basically places that you check if you decided you to the newer areas. But you think you can get directly through the mist into these newer lands, the ones that are now essentially Valadar. You've never been to Valadar, but you're pretty sure you know how to get there. What you should do, Olsena, to pop into one of these other lands or another, wish to lead them directly to the new.
I don't see any reason for her to hop in anywhere or the directive that they're given. So, yep. I mean, she's headed to Valadar. Going to go to Valadar.
What we're gonna have you do is you're gonna give me a 1d8. All right. You emerge into a new land. One that still feels like there's like you still feel the age and decay anywhere else in Shadowfell, and yet at the same time it's like kind of sea air meets. You overlook vast ocean with bright light, which is walking through all that darkness. This might be a misstratted land, but seemed to be some kind of island. A beautiful place.
So
at
miss
first.
what? You got out?
I said there might be dark and gloomy. This seems to be, instead of like surrounding like, a gloomy land like you would see in Barovia, for example.
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear.
Shit.
Hello?
Now I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear. The last thing I heard was Miss Grizz.
Did
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
darkness to what you might find in Barovia. This is a sun island. A you seem to be have arrived on some kind of well, this is an island. The mist here, if you could you'd be on the beach. Right now there's a little bit of water, and instead of walking into water, you back into the
So the mist creates.
yeah, it's island otherwise. And you look at the occasional cawing of birds and just the scent of everything around. And that is where we're going to end for this.
This stage. Land.
I'm gonna go, guys. Later.
Yeah, me
Oh.
too. See ya.
Oh. See you.